It's party week, because Silly Stories for Kids turns 2. To celebrate, we've opened a very special members page on our website. If you sign up as a member before this Saturday, you go into the draw to win a $100 Silly Stories for Kids gift voucher. On the members page, you can access colouring sheets and you can even listen to our extra special audiobook, Pim Pim's Grand Adventure. Head over to the website and sign up now to help us make more fun, silly, and crazy content. Did somebody say crazy? Pim Pim, no! One day, 3 little kids named Esther, Eliza, and Evie were all sitting in their front yard. Now, they had decided that they were going to try and sell some of their toys, so they'd set up a bit of a yard sale in the front yard. They had a few things out the front that they were getting ready to try and sell. Do you think anybody will come, said Esther. I don't know, said Eliza. We'll just have to wait and see. I hope so, said Evie. It'd be fun to sell some of these old toys. Just then, they heard a funny noise coming from around behind the house. Come back here! I'm meant to be eating you! Come here! What was that, said Esther. I don't know, said Eliza. Let's go look. So, the kids went round the back of the house to see what was going on. And there, in their backyard, was a panda. And he was running around chasing something. Come back here! I'm meant to be eating you! You're not meant to be able to fly! What's going on, said Evie. Oh, hello, said the panda. Who are you, said Eliza. I'm Panda Pete, said Panda Pete, and this is meant to be my lunch. What, said Eliza. Well, see this piece of bamboo? The girls looked up, and above Panda Pete was a piece of flying bamboo. Well, I was meant to eat him. I watched him grow out of the ground, and I saw him get very, very big, and I thought, ooh, lunch, right here. And so I chopped him down, but as soon as I chopped it down, it took off into the air. And now I'm really hungry, but I cannot catch this piece of flying bamboo. Do you think you kids can help me? Maybe, said Eliza, as they looked up at the flying bamboo. I've never seen flying bamboo before, said Esther. Me either, said Panda Pete, but it's a lot of fun. I'm sure if we eat it, it will be extra tasty. I don't really want to eat bamboo, said Evie. Well, can you at least help me catch it? Okay, said the kids. How are we going to catch flying bamboo, said Evie. I don't know, said Panda Pete. I think we're going to need some help. Maybe some of our toys might help, said Eliza. Oh, I like toys, said Panda Pete. Let's go look. So, the kids and Panda Pete raced around to the front yard where the girls had set up their yard sale. Hooray! These look like all kinds of fun. All right, I will take this one, and I like the car, and I'm going to start driving that over here. Panda Pete, said Eliza. Yes? Aren't we trying to catch your bamboo? Oh, yes, I forgot about that. Haha, okay, well, maybe we should. I actually have no idea. What about this one over here, said Evie, as she pulled out the net that the kids used to use for catching bugs. Hooray, that will work. Let's go get my bamboo, said Panda Pete. The kids and Panda Pete raced back around to the backyard. Panda Pete was holding onto the net. Hooray, come here, bamboo. I'm going to eat you. He started running around the backyard, jumping and swinging the net wildly. The piece of bamboo kept flying over the top of his head, until eventually, I got it, yelled Panda Pete. The kids cheered. Hooray! Uh-oh, said Panda Pete. He didn't think about the fact that the bamboo might be able to... It's lifting me off the ground! Somebody help! Yelled Panda Pete. The kids were laughing as a flying bamboo was flying around a flying panda who was holding onto a bug net. I don't know what to do! I need more help! It's getting too high! Help! Yelled Panda Pete. Quick, we better get something underneath him that he can fall on that won't be as uncomfortable. Let's grab our stuffed toys, said Eliza. Good idea, said Evie. So the kids raced around the front yard again and started collecting the stuffed toys that they had prepared for the yard sale. They piled them up in one big pile in the backyard. Panda Pete, let go when you're over the top of the toys. Okay, said Panda Pete. So he held on until the bamboo flew him over the top of the toys and he let go. Wow! That was amazing! Let's do it again! Panda Pete started running around the backyard again, swinging the net wildly. "I'm gonna catch you, Bamboo!" until he hooked it once more. "Yippee!" he said, as it started flying him around through the sky. But this time, something was a little bit different. "Come on, Bamboo! Faster! Faster!" yelled Panda Pete. But the bamboo was slowing down. "I think it's getting tired," said Panda Pete, as it slowly lowered him towards the ground. What do I do now?" said Panda Pete, holding onto the net next to the piece of bamboo that was no longer flying. "Well, weren't you going to eat it?" said Esther. "Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Hang on." He picked up the piece of bamboo and started to munch. "Oh my goodness, this is the most delicious bamboo I have ever tasted. Would you like to try some?" We don't really eat bamboo," said Evie. "You should. It's very good for you. Lots of fiber and very, very tasty. And sometimes it flies." "Well, it doesn't normally fly, does it?" said Eliza. "No, but I'm going back to where I found this piece, and we'll see what else we can get. Maybe, do you kids want to come?" Okay, said the kids. So Panda Pete took them out the back gate, and they started running down this alleyway, which led around a corner to a strange, shimmering patch of dirt. "This is where you found the piece of bamboo," said Esther. "It is," said Panda Pete. "I was sitting here thinking about bamboo, and then all of a sudden a piece of bamboo grew out of the ground." "What?" said Evie. "That's really strange." "Let's see if it happens again." Panda Pete stood next to the piece of dirt. He said, as he started to think about how hungry he was, and some more bamboo. "Actually, I remember something," he said. "What's that?" said Eliza. "I was also thinking about flying. I love planes, and I was thinking about maybe one day I could fly on top of a plane." "On top of a plane?" said Evie. "Yeah, that's what I was thinking about when..." All of a sudden, more bamboo began to grow out of the ground. "It's working!" said Panda Pete. As it grew and grew and grew, he cut a piece off and... "It's flying again!" "I wonder," said Esther. "Panda Pete, can you try and think about bamboo again, but this time instead of flying, try and think of something different?" Okay, said Panda Pete. So he sat and he thought, and more bamboo began to grow. "It's working," said Eliza. "What do we do now?" said Evie. "I guess we cut it," said Esther. "Okay," said Eliza, "I will." And Eliza cut the piece of bamboo off the ground. It didn't fly this time. It just stayed still. Evie picked it up. "Panda Pete, what were you..." All of a sudden, the bamboo exploded in her hand. "What were you thinking about, Panda Pete?" "I was thinking about party poppers." And as they looked, they realised that it had exploded into confetti. "Panda Pete, that's ridiculous. I wonder what else I could think of. Maybe, instead of just flying, we could make them into something." "Make them into something," said Esther. "Hold on," said Panda Pete. And he started to think next to the patch of dirt once more. This time, 4 shoots of bamboo grew up out of the ground. "Cut them all off," said Panda Pete. "Are they going to explode this time?" said Evie. "No," said Panda Pete. "I don't think so." "You don't think so?" said Esther. I'm pretty sure they won't. Just cut them off." So Esther cut the 4 pieces of bamboo, and she was very nervous. She stood back and watched. Luckily, they didn't explode. Instead, they grew little wheels on the side. "What are they?" said Evie. "Stand on them and see," said Panda Pete. He jumped on one of the pieces of bamboo and he started skating off down the street. "They're like little bamboo skateboards," said Eliza. "I'm coming too," said Evie as she jumped on hers. "Whoa, it has its own power. It's like it's driving itself." "Me too," said Esther. "I'm coming." "Wait for me," said Eliza. And in no time, there were 3 kids skating along the street with bamboo skateboards, chasing a panda who was also on a bamboo skateboard. I wonder what tricks we can do," said Panda Pete. He rolled up towards the side of the gutter and he jumped up the side. "Wow, did you see that jump?" "I'm going to try one too," said Evie. She rolled over to the other side of the road and bumped up over the gutter and then landed on top of a garbage bin. "Woohoo!" she said. "That's amazing," said Eliza. "Let's skate back to the patch of dirt. I have one more amazing idea." "Okay," said the kids. They turned their bamboo skateboards and skated all the way back to the patch of dirt that had been growing the magic bamboo. What are you going to grow this time?" said Esther. "Just you wait and see," said Panda Pete. He sat down next to the dirt and thought very, very, very carefully. "He seems like he's trying very hard.
I'm trying to be careful not to do the thinking wrong, said Panda Pete. I'm very easily distracted.
As he sat and he thought, the bamboo began to grow and grow and grow and grow and grow. This time, the bamboo was really, really long.
Okay, I think it's ready, said Panda Pete.
Okay, said the kids. They looked. Maybe you should cut it this time, said Esther.
Okay, said Panda Pete.
He cut the pieces of bamboo. There was 2 for each of them. What is this? Said Eliza.
They are bamboo stilts, but not just any kind of bamboo stilts. Jump on and see.
So the kids climbed onto the bamboo stilts, and all of a sudden they were all taller than the houses. They could see for ages.
This is incredible, said Esther. Amazing, said Eliza. Now wait for it, said Panda Pete. I'm pretty sure I didn't get distracted at all, so we should be able to use the button on the top to make them extend a little bit higher, but only a little bit.
Okay, said the kids, let's give it a go. So, they decided that they would all press the button together on the count of 3 and get a little bit higher so that they could see over the next house. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3.
Or maybe I was thinking about rockets. What? Said the kids.
The stilts started to blast up into the sky.
Panda Pete, what did you do? I really like rockets, said Panda Pete.
The kids held on as tightly as they could as their giant bamboo stilts started blasting with rockets and flying them all over the neighborhood. Wow! They yelled as they zoomed over the top of houses and flew over the top of cars. People from the neighborhood were so amazed they came out of their houses to see what was going on. They started following the flying bamboo stilts.
Hold on, said Panda Pete. I think we can get them back towards the ground. Aim for your house, yelled Panda Pete.
Okay, called the kids. And with that, they held on as tightly as they could, and their bamboo stilts flew them all the way back to the backyard. Fortunately, the pile of teddies was still there.
Let go over the teddies, said Panda Pete.
And the kids did, one by one. Then Panda Pete tried to land on them as well.
Uh-oh, too late! Woo!
He was about to fall onto the ground when Evie dove across and caught him.
Oh, thank you, Evie. I thought I was in big trouble.
Wow, said the kids. That was ridiculous.
Well, I best be off, and you guys better get back to your yard sale.
I don't know if anyone will come, said Eliza. Yeah, said Esther. We haven't seen anyone all morning. You're the only one we've seen.
I think you should go check, said Panda Pete.
When they went back out to the front yard, the people from the neighborhood that had seen them flying over the houses had all come to their front yard. Hey, look, there's a yard sale here. That looks like fun. Oh, these toys are pretty cool. Hey, did you guys see that flying something zooming over the top of all those houses? Any idea what it was, kids? Said one of the men from down the street. Well, said Evie, I don't think you'd believe us, even if we told you. And that is the end of the story.
This episode is brought to you by Panda Pete's Magic Marketing. We can help you turn any event into a crowd-pleasing extravaganza. We use very special magic bamboo and whatever we can find, along with a lot of chaos. Haha! We hope you've been enjoying the silly stories for kids. Make sure to leave a review and share it with every single one of your friends. This has been me, Panda Pete.
And me, Sam. We'll see you soon. Silly Stories for Kids is only possible thanks to the support of our listeners. If you want to help us make more stories, music, books, live shows, and so much more, head over to sillystoriesforkids.com and join the family.